Hey folks, it's Mike from Plight to Freedom, and in this video about poncho shelters, I'm going to show you a few variations of the basic lean-to that I've set up over the years for fun, which I like to call the Bat and the Flying Squirrel. They're mostly used for shade and to let a little breeze under the shelter, but you might find them useful. For the Ridgeline setup, there are 4 variations. To set up the first pair of this configuration, you'll need a ridgeline, 1 pole, 1 guy line, and 3 stakes. I call the first setup the Bat. Begin by attaching the longer side of the tarp to the ridgeline, and on the back side of the tarp, attach a pole and guy line to the center. Then stake down the 2 rear lower corners. The Flying Squirrel is set up the same way, just rotate it 90 degrees. Attach the shorter end of the tarp to the ridgeline. On the opposite end, attach a pole and guy line to the center of the tarp, and again, stake down the 2 lower corners. The second set of this variation will require a ridgeline, 2 poles, 2 guy lines, and 4 stakes. Starting with the Bat, attach the middle of the tarp to the ridgeline and stake down the 2 lower corners. On the front side of the tarp, attach a pole and guy line to either side of the tarp's corners and stake them down. Again, the Flying Squirrel is just a rotated version of the Bat. Attach the longer center of the tarp to the ridgeline, stake down the 2 lower corners, and on the front side of the tarp, attach a pole and guy line to either side of the tarp's corners. Now, let's set up these configurations using poles. To do this, you'll need 3 poles, 3 guy lines, and 5 stakes. Start by loosely staking down the 2 lower corners, leaving enough room to add a pole and guy line to the center, and do so. On the front side of the tarp, attach a pole and guy line to both corners of the tarp, and stake them down. The Flying Squirrel again is set up the same way. Loosely stake down the 2 lower corners, add a pole and guy line to the center, and on the front side of the tarp, attach a pole and guy line to both corners of the tarp. Well folks, that's all for another video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have, please hit that like and subscribe button. Feel free to leave any questions or comments if you have any. Until next time, hope to see you all on the trail.